I'm Kayla. I'm a 24-year-old wife and mom of 2 boys. I am a complex regional pain syndrome warrior. I was diagnosed with CRPS about 10 years ago. I don't know the exact date, but I've had it for as long as I can remember. Or at least I've had symptoms that are concurrent with complex regional pain syndrome. So, before I was diagnosed, I was young. I'm 24 and I've had this condition for over 10 years. So I was constantly thinking my foot was broken or sprained or something, and I would go to the hospital and they would say, "Oh, it's sprained, it's sprained, it's sprained, it's not broken, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine." And then finally, they recommended me to a podiatrist because they said that I had been in there so frequently in the last several years that it was time to get checked out because there was something else going on. So they sent me to this podiatrist, and so they sent me to him, and he took one look at my foot and he was like, "This is complex regional pain syndrome, but let's see these other tests." My foot was swollen. It was purple, it was cold to the touch, and it was excruciating pain all the time. There was no remedy. I still have these symptoms. I'm in stage 3 of complex regional pain syndrome currently. And thankfully, fingers crossed, I don't get to stage 4. Not a lot of people do, but it is possible. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't know if I'm type 1 or type 2. And the reason being is I have a previous nerve injury to my back from when I was 11. Bully story gone wrong, basically. I got slammed into a wall by a boy that was 2 years older than me and twice my size, and it messed my back up real bad. So that was the start of my problems. And then I fractured the growth plate in my foot, and that was the second cause of it. So we think that it mostly started with my back, and then because of my injury, it just kind of, those two things together, that is why I got it. But the last doctor I talked to says I have a mix of type 1, type 2. So it's easier to just say I'm stage 3, and go with that. I have tried a lot of remedies for it and nothing really works, which sucks. I'm in constant pain all the time. The reason that I decided I wanted to make this video is because there's not a lot out there about complex regional pain syndrome. You can find it if you're digging and stuff like that, and that's fine. But I feel like somebody should see my day-to-day life with this condition and see the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, and all the in-betweens, the ugly, all of that, because it sucks. This past week, actually, I have had one of the worst flare-ups I've had in over 5 years. I have been dying lately from pain. I can't walk. I can't sit for very long periods. I can't stand for very long periods. My best option is to lay down. It is the only way that I can function and make it through without sobbing my eyes out. I left early from work Tuesday. Unrelated. I left early for a different reason, but that night my flare-up started. And then Wednesday, I left early from work again because I was in so much pain. And it was awful. I was crying. So I'm used to pain, It's just one of those things that you get used to, especially when you have a chronic pain condition. And when you have 2 chronic pain conditions, I'm so used to being in pain all of the time. So I'm really good at faking it that I am not in pain. Or, when it gets to the point where it did on Wednesday, I could only fake it for so long. And then I just lost it. And so they sent me home because there was just no way for me to keep going through the day like I was fine. I only left work like 3.5 hours early, but still, I left early. And then I completely missed work on Thursday because of how much pain I'm in. Now, I live in Michigan, so our weather sucks, and that is a big part of it. So, because I do have arthritis in a lot of my body, like in my back, my fingers, my wrists, my knees, that's all riddled with arthritis. I know, 24, riddled with arthritis, go figure. But it's just the way that it is. It sucks. The weather's been so bad, and between the arthritis, the CRPS flare up, and everything else going on, I just could not function. And now, thank God, our weather is warming up. My back is feeling a little bit better. Not 100%. It still hurts a decent amount. And my foot's feeling a lot better. My flare-up seems like it's finally going down, which is good because I have a wedding in 2 weeks to go to. And I have to wear heels because I'm in the wedding and I already bought the heels. And so, yeah, I'm glad that that's happening. But I want people to see like what it is to have complex regional pain syndrome on a day-to-day basis. Maybe I'll post every day. Maybe I'll post once a week. I'm going to try to record every day. I don't know how well it will happen. I feel like this is something that I have to do for not only myself, but for anybody else out there that's dealing with this condition. No matter how young you are, no matter how old you are, I want somebody to be able to see what CRPS looks like from the outside, because from what I have found, there's not enough information out there about the day-to-day struggles. I think that's all I have to say for this video, at least. I am going to attempt to clean my house because this flare-up has caused me to slack, and so my house is kind of a pigsty right now. So I'm gonna do my best to clean up, do some laundry, and get on with my day. This is what happens when you have CRPS and your husband works all the time and you're a mom of 2. Like, you get behind. My makeup counter is an absolute wreck right now. My laundry is so piled up, it's not even funny. I have a pile of clean laundry that I haven't even been able to put away yet. So it's like, I don't know. It's a struggle. It's a daily struggle. So if you guys have questions, you want to know more about me, you want to know more about my condition, ask away. And maybe one day you probably will meet my kids. I don't know if you will ever meet my husband, but we'll see. Bye, guys.